Hello, hello. I am back. So it seems that the floodgates got opened. And I got calls by the Archangelic Realm to share some messages. So here we are. Hope everyone is doing well. Blessings to you. Hello, hello. As you come in, please say hi. Tell us where you're joining from. If you're sipping on anything. I just have water right now. But yeah, Archangelic Realm. I'm actually going to put this in the chat so people know. I'm getting messages from the archangels. From the archangels. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So we'll see what comes through. If you have not already checked out the Oracle Talks I did yesterday, please do check that out. That one is titled Dealing with Disappointment. I've been trying to put a cover photo on it so the title shows, but for some reason IG is just not wanting to play nice. So apologies for that. But yeah, definitely check that out. Hopefully that will help people. Okay, so let's go ahead and settle into this. As you come in, just, you know the vibe, get yourself centered and set up your own container for protection as you will. But for those that are here live, you can join in me while I do so. So connecting to the breath and letting the inhale be the same length as the exhale. Whatever length that is best for you. And make sure that you're not just filling up the lower part of your lungs on the inhale, but also the middle and the upper part. And that when you exhale, you're also releasing air from full parts of the lungs, not just the lower part, but also middle and upper. Really fully embrace and embody the full immensity of your breath. And in this space, you can either say the words out loud with me or in your mind. But bring yourself into perfect energetic coherence with our core star essences, also called our soul stars, also called our inner suns. Welcome everyone who's coming in. And ask this inner essence, this core star, the soul star, to bring all of us in our humanity, in our full soul expression into perfect energetic coherence, removing any and all obstacles to that coherence, allowing for a full unencumbered expression of a core star essence from the causal realm here into this incarnation, of which we are made manifest in the physical. Asking our inner core star essences to raise our vibrational frequencies, increasing the flow of energy, amplifying our energy fields, our auras, so that we may receive the messages from the Archangelic Realm for today. Continuing to stay connected to the breath. Now I welcome in and forth the power and the presence of the spirits of the directions east, south, west, and north, as well as the power and the presence of the elements air, fire, water, and earth. I also welcome in and forth the power and the presence of our elevated beneficial ancestors in heaven, as well as our personal guardian angels and protectors. As well as the archangels of light, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Uriel. I ask that you all, our family and spiritual team, please set and hold a sacred container for not only our individual healing and balancing and alignment with our core star essence, but also our protection in this incarnation, in this moment, in all time, spaces, frequencies, and dimensions in which we exist. Please neutralize, cancel, and delete any and all harmful energies, entities, spirits, thought forms, emotions, psychic cords, or attachments. Please also raise our vibrational frequency and bring us into energetic harmony and harmonic resonance with the Archangelic Realm. And staying connected to your breath. Again, even inhale and exhale of whatever length is best for you. And however is needed, continue to adjust our energy fields to support that harmonic resonance. For those of you who might be new to me, whether you're here live or watching on the recording, when you see me yawn a lot, what that is actually doing is helping to open up and charge my throat chakra to ease the flow of communication, as well as attuning for clarity of perception. All right, so you should feel nice and grounded. If you're here watching live, let me know in the comments how you are feeling. Feeling nice and grounded. If in any way, shape, or form you are feeling uncomfortable, just let your spiritual family, your team know so that they can adjust the energetic container for you. So again, I'm here because I was getting the nudge that there are messages that are available and wanting to come through from the Archangelic Realm for us. I'm not sure if it's a continuation of the Oracle talks I did yesterday, Could be a separate message, so we'll see. Feeling grounded? Okay, great. Lovely. I don't know if it'll be a specific archangel or if it'll be a council. It feels like it's just like a council, maybe a group. But I'll get some cards. Figure out what the message is going to be about primarily. Archangel Metatron is actually stepping forward. So I'm acknowledging and accepting that communication. Metatron may actually just be serving as a communication device, if you will. Present as well too. If you have an affinity to the archangels and the and just angels in general, definitely let me know in the comments if you can feel them, if anyone in particular or ones in particular are stepping forward for you. I'm still getting like tuned and adjusted, that's why I'm still waiting before I get cards out. Clearing up my vision a bit. Welcome to folks coming in. This may actually be a continuation from yesterday. Obviously, this is going to be more esoteric because it's, Archangelic Realm. It's not just how I was starting yesterday, which was the topic of dealing with disappointment. So the way I view, or the way Metatron presents to me is actually geometry. So I forgot what the shape is. It's an octahedron. Octahedron prism. Regardless. And the energy is one of like maintaining balance. What I'm seeing predominantly though is like the bottom half. That would be more of the energy that's there, that's darker, if you will. The negative dark, not the positive dark. It feels like there's actually a lot of that. So I'm actually trying to get a sense of if the angel is doing a lot of like collecting work of the dark, or something else. Tetrahedron, yes. So yeah, it's a double tetrahedron, but instead of being base to base, so basically looking like a diamond, it's actually like intersected. So from the side, if it was flattened to 2D, it would look like the Star of David, but it's not the Star of David, because Star of David is oh, actually, you know what? It's not going to be I don't think it's going to be tetrahedron, because I think tetrahedron is 4 triangles, and this is it's a pyramid, so I believe it is actually octahedron. But regardless, it's a 4-sided base, but it's still collapsed. So yeah, I don't know why the name is escaping me. Anyway. My math brain is like just turned on. It's like, what is the name of it? But I think it's octahedron, octahedral prism. So I believe I can get cards now. 1 second. Let me just confirm this visual that I'm getting. Because this might actually just specifically be a Metatron message. Yeah, so, but there's still like large group of angels. So yeah, it is still like a council. But okay, so let's see what's up. So what is the message? Okay, first out is 3 of Pentacles. Then we have 2 of Cups. Too many cards. Oh, okay, so I think it's actually an invitation to allow that which you are burdening yourself by, to be handed over to Metatron, or just the Archangelic Realm in general, but since we're speaking about Metatron in general. Maybe if you don't know where to like put the energy that you're clearing from yourself, possibly, or if you feel like you need additional help with that clearing and essentially like elevation and liberation of the soul. Last card, please. Oh, the other card that came out was Chariot. Yeah, 8 of Cups. And in the center, 2 of Swords. I'm actually taking that as Metatron's energy. Okay. Because this is also kind of the vibe too. The visual that I have in the spirit is the energy of Archangel Metatron in the center as that sacred geometry, and then surrounding is the angels, or the angels. Okay, so Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Chariot, Seven of Cups. So yeah, the message that just came through about, you know, if you are needing a place or a safe channel to release what you are releasing with your personal spiritual development work or what have you, and or if you need help in being able to do that kind of soul elevation work, because maybe you feel like you're having difficulty getting all of it kind of up and out of your field, or it's not transmuting fully, or maybe like it's not going deep enough, like whatever it might be around that. Metatron is available to that, and it is like a collecting energy, because there is going to be like this massive transformation and transmutation that's going to be happening. We're going to expand the spread. See what's going on here. All right, so we have Two of Pentacles, High Priest, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Strength card, and in the center, Judgment. Okay, so we are sitting in the energy of the Ace of Swords. So this says that we have direct access, direct link to Metatron to be able to do so, as well as obviously your own personal guardian angels. So regardless of whether or not you feel like you have a personal affinity to Metatron, it's there, like the way is open for it. And that's really because like the inner essence of you, the soul star, core star, true soul essence, whatever you want to call it, is intentionally making a way for that to occur. And again, this will support your elevation, the elevation of your soul, which in tune supports the alignment and the coherence with your inner essence, your core star essence, your inner sun. Fortitude, Strength card is in the environment, so that means that there is divine protection in being able to do so. So not only do you have direct access, but that access is also protected, and you're protected in doing that elevation work. This is especially true for those of you who have been feeling kind of like you're going back and forth between being in the new, being in the old, or feeling like you're just in a state of transition. This is actually what will help to speed up that process to kind of get you on the other side, if that makes sense. This is also elevation of consciousness and awareness. So for many, not necessarily all, but for many of us, there's going to be more, because of this alignment and either new conscious connection in a relationship or strengthening of a relationship with your core star essence, your inner soul, soul star. Your consciousness is going to be more elevated. Your perspective is going to be more elevated to that of the causal realm, which exists outside of Maya, which is time space. Time space includes, of course, all the dimensions and all that kind of stuff, but it's outside of that. What's another phrase? It's above the waters. It's the awareness of you outside of the incarnational cycle. So this is specifically beyond soul consciousness, right? Because even soul consciousness is still incarnational. But when we talk about the inner sun, the core star, soul star, your true essence, that is not bound by the incarnational cycle. So when you hear that saying, that phrase about you are infinite, you are timeless, that's what's being referred to, not the soul, right? Because again, the soul is bound by incarnational cycles, but the star within. This judgment card in the center is interesting. Let me sit with that for a second. Let me know if this is resonating with you. For those of you that are here live, of course, on the recording, please comment below. This resonates good. I was checking in to see if I need to talk about other ways that this might be showing up, but it's like for different levels of consciousness. But again, if you're watching this, if you're following me, this is for you. What is this judgment card about? One second. So judgment came out in yesterday's Oracle Talks. And it represents that thing about, resurrection or something coming back around. It can also represent the call, because you literally have the angel, the archangel. This is Gabriel blowing the horn. Interesting. I'm having a whole conversation right now. So there's because I'm asking why is this message needing to come through right now? And there's this thing about as more and more of us come into alignment with that core star essence, and start viewing self and, the soul, incarnational cycles and everything from that causal realm space. But also even more importantly, allowing that core star essence energy or expression to more fully show through the soul, through the human. It helps to collapse the reality. Was reality the word that was given? It was collapsing. Yeah, like small R realities, like yeah, that time space experience. It makes, I was trying to find words to describe what I'm seeing. It makes the Maya, the field that we're in, much more slippery and slick. Much more malleable, more like how the nature of, archetypally, the nature of Pisces is. Really like the spiritual celestial waters, rather than like sticky, gooey kind of non-liberatory energy. Hopefully that's making sense. Welcome to folks who are coming in. So this is important to this work of actively, you know, helping your soul to elevate and clear and release the things that are burdening it. Just got to stack with the Empress on top. That Nine of Swords back up again. The intentionality of releasing that and handing it over to Metatron to kind of make that process more thorough, and also to speed up the process and to have the help and the protection in doing so. The more and more of us that do that, the better. This is a lot of cards. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so there's really just a lot of gunk in between us and our true soul nature, true core star nature. And that's what's giving that feeling of being in limbo. Being at a stop sign of things not moving forward collectively. And there's nothing to do in terms of like forcing the collective to shift or the environment to shift. It's really just the more we all individually like let the burdens of our soul be released. And I'm using those words specifically, the burdens of our soul. Because our soul does carry stuff. But like those actually are what need to be released, and that helps move things along. And it helps spirit move into those places that haven't been touched in a while. Those places that might feel apathetic, those places that might have residual bitterness or bittersweetness, resentment, discouragement, disappointment, you know, those emotions we were talking about yesterday. All that stuff is fogging the brain, fogging perception, and slowing things down. It's like muck. That's the word that came through, is muck. Okay. While I'm here, questions. Whether in general about this message or questions for, excuse me, Metatron. Welcome to folks. Thank you for joining. Was not planning to come on today, but again, got called, so here we are. We are obedient. More often than not, we're obedient, but I'll see if there's any more messages as well, but I want to leave space for questions if anybody has any. We can also call on Archangel Metatron to clear our space. Again, if we feel like we need additional support with that, Metatron is available to help with that. Okay, so there's no questions. So let me see if there's any other messages. Oh, you're going to ask about clearing? Oh, there you go. I wonder what I have a question about what is getting cleared, like why it seems so difficult to like get the energy to move up or to transmute out fully. Wheel of Fortune, Princess of Wands, Queen of Swords on the bottom. Oh, this feels like it's just more so the timing right now. The timing right now, we're collectively not necessarily at a place where there's a lot of, where we're able to harness and harbor a lot of that kind of yang, transformative fire energy. Because it's princess, not queen. We have queen here and king right underneath that. So yeah, the additional help is there to support because of that. And to be clear, as it relates to the message that came through earlier, because this is also soul level work, getting the additional help from energies that operate from I'll just say a higher realm or the causal realm itself is what's needed to fully like remove something. So it's like you basically have access to the highest level of energy that you have access to. That makes sense. But you know, when I'm not sure if I've actually talked about this on previous Oracle talks. I know it's come up in Lightworker Incubator, but when you're clearing dense energy or parasites or dark forces from your field and things like that, you actually have to come in yourself and possibly with additional tools, whether that's physical tools or in the spirit, to remove that energy, because you have to come essentially from above to be able to dislodge it, right? So if something's at like vibrational level 2, as long as you are, 2.5 or 3 or higher, like you can kind of dislodge that. If you're like literally at the same level, then you definitely have to bring in other, again, tools or spiritual family to that's at a higher vibration, higher dimension, whatever, to help remove that, because the energy available is appropriate for neutralizing and removing whatever is there, right? So the more, when we talk about soul level stuff, that's, obviously higher dimension, because we're talking about the soul fully, right? So we at most are, again, unless we are already operating from being in alignment with our core star essence, which is actually truly extremely rare, for the most part we're going to need that support, because regardless, we're still here in the physical, so there's still only so much we can do, so we need that additional help. And so that's why that's here, because we're doing soul level clearing. So it's burdens on the soul itself and the soul experiences through incarnational cycles. And honestly, the soul's relationships with the inner star is getting cleared, and that just honestly is above our above our pay grade, if you will, to be able to do it like fully and as deeply as it needs to happen. Not that we can't do it, it just will take a lot of time, and it can really burden our system. So yeah, that's why that help is there. Okay. All right, that feels like that was the message. Got a sense of completion. Any other questions though before I close out and get closing guidance? Let me know. Welcome to folks who just came in. Welcome. So yeah, this does seem to be a continuation of yesterday's message, so I may actually call this part 2 in the description. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. All right, so if there's no questions, let's get closing guidance or closing messages, and then I'm gonna bounce. So I don't know if anyone here has questions about this, or if it's going to be somebody on the recording, but as it relates to the people who obviously have been passing due to all the variety of wars and genocide and things, about how this can potentially relate to their soul, or just, people who are passing in general. Messages around that. Seven of Cups, Five of Cups on the bottom. So this is more so for those that are passing due to more oppressive circumstances rather than natural causes. Natural meaning commonplace. Yeah, they'll have to cycle back through the incarnational cycle. And spend a lot of time in the astral realms for the healing, obviously, due to the trauma. But that is actually how that goes. Whenever anyone leaves with trauma, it takes time with their spirit to re-elevate to the point where it would reincarnate again. One sec. Okay. Cool. All right, any more questions? I love how these things just keep popping into mind. So I'll wait again in case anything else has popped up. That also goes for folks who are watching, if there are any new questions. Welcome to folks coming in. We're at the tail end of the channeling for Oracle Talks. This is a continuation of yesterday's channeling. So I'm in communication right now with Metatron. I just opened up for any questions that are there before I close the channel. I feel like, I don't know if that person is still here. Abby, did you have a question? It doesn't necessarily have to be for Metatron, but for the archangels or angels in general. Welcome to folks coming in. If you don't, it's fine. Like you. It could just mean that this will be an important live video to watch once it's up. It doesn't necessarily have to be a question. If you are dealing with something, then this video is definitely for you. Definitely for you. All right. Okay. I didn't have any other questions pop into my mind, and I don't see any other comments, so I think we're good to get closing messages. We'll see. Hello. Folks coming in. We're closing up now, but I'm getting closing messages from Archangel Metatron. I feel like everybody wants to talk now. I'm not sure if like all of this energy around wanting to talk is just because I haven't had the call for doing Oracle Talks recently, or if like there really is like a lot of different messages, because it's so weird. Like I'm getting star race energy in now, and like, I think I will be doing another live at some point. I don't know when. Possibly Saturday, depends. Of just Pisces season in general. That was coming through, and then we'll see if anything else pops up. But yeah. Oh, you were on earlier? I didn't realize. Awesome. Yes, definitely catch the replay. I would have come on earlier, but just went to go get the hair did and trim these ends and take care of the hair. Yeah. Because there's like water dragon energy popping up. But I don't know if that's going to be part of the Pisces message or if that's going to be a separate one. Real talk, I may actually be on doing lives like often, because it just feels like there's a lot to come through. Not in a heavy way. It's just folks just want to talk about stuff. So there's an important shift that's happening then. A lot of freedom from the devil, or as I like to call, a parasitic spirit. Because the trust and believe, this whole conversation today and yesterday, and in general, but specifically today and yesterday, has been about the protecting human souls, like the lights, the human lights. Yeah. Anyway, the hair is laid. Thank you. Thank you. It's laid for the week until I wash it again. Then I'll go back to my twists, my blowout. All right. So, closing message: Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, so I guess whatever that last little bit that I just channeled was that message, because Wheel of Fortune talks about the timing. This is also governance, as well as cosmic judgment. And yeah, I almost, this is like a download. Okay. I almost feel like the matrix of the soul is what's, for lack of a better word right now, being adjusted, if not actually replaced. And this is for the collective of humankind. This isn't specific to Anderson Alchemy fam. So new soul constructs for the human soul. So this elevation process, this liberation, this lifting off of the burdens of the current soul and letting that essentially be taken by Metatron and all of that, is to essentially prime the self to be is to work in partnership with the inner sun, the core star, soul star, to bring the new human template online at the soul level. because that soul matrix, if you will, is actually what is being released collectively. Oh, that's why that was feeling so big. Okay. Holy shit. So that's part of what that being in flux thing is like. Like, purpose hasn't changed, but for some it might be clarifying. For others, there's karmic rebalancing. Like, there's just a lot. There's a lot that's actually being shifted, and so yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. So with this new information that's coming through, this is kind of doubling down for me, this vibe of not making rash decisions, not making decisions out of a place of, you know, again, the disappointment, disillusionment, any of that kind of stuff. Like, if you're feeling scattered, if you're feeling decentered and all of that, like, do what you need to do to get yourself where you need to be. Unless it's an actual emergency or something that requires like a deadline. Like, you don't have to mess with it. Like, it's fine to just kind of like take hands off the wheel right now. Don't feel the need to have things happen in a particular time. If you've already been given timing about something, just trust that. And then once that time is up, depending on what happens, just trust that whatever is next, you'll be told for what's next. But yeah, it's like new worlds being dissolved and built up daily. Because so much of the Maya is actually being, it's somewhere between that repaired and replaced. I don't know what the word is. What's the word? It's re-something. It's almost like at the larger level, for those of you who've heard this expression or are familiar with this, about the changing of the guard in the higher realms. It's almost like a changing of the guard, but at the human soul template level. Does that make sense? Welcome to new folks who have come in. Thank you for joining. Fascinating. That's probably why there's so much conversation that's trying to happen right now. Because new relationships await, or at the very least, access to those new relationships. Yes, that's making sense. Okay. Interesting. I'm getting something else about the demiurge. So it's almost like the demiurge is actually getting decommissioned. So a lot of progress can be made over this Pisces season now that we have this information. And we still have a few weeks. And then of course we have the eclipse coming. And that's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. And then we'll have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. So yeah, there's going to be, I mean, cosmic judgment, like I said, is already present. But in particular, that eclipse window, that 2 to 3 week period, is feeling like a massive like sweep and clearing. And right now it's a lot of, which is why Metatron is coming through, a lot of collecting of the stuff. So the new human soul matrices, if you will, or matrix, will be coming online then, it seems, with the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And so then we'll have that experience of supporting the integration through all levels of being. But the kind of like, to use computer technology terminology, that information is already, for that new matrix, is already being downloaded. So it's like that time then will be actually getting it up and running. But it's simultaneously being downloaded as we're doing the liberation work, which again is a reason why the elevation of the soul, liberation of the soul from its burdens is important, because it helps, again, support that process and us being, from the human side of things, in partnership with the inner core star level to construct the soul. So we work with our spiritual teams, our spiritual family, to remove old program, in a sense, and the core star, along with spiritual family and team, downloads the new. Woo, alrighty. I love how that's the closing message, though. Spirit got jokes. Welcome to folks coming in. So I did just get the closing message. I don't know. I have my eyes closed. I don't know how much of that last part you heard, but enjoy the enjoy the replay. Any last questions, comments, or concerns before I bounce from part 2? I give thanks to Archangel Metatron and the Archangelic Realm and the Angelic Realm for your support, your healing, your protection during this time. I'm like, hey Spirit, how you gonna drop that at the end? Right. Like just spilling all the tea about new soul matrices and things. Like, okay. I mean, I'm here for it, but yeah. All right. So that is it then. I am going to go. And like I said, I was getting a call to come on again for Pisces season. If I do, most likely it'll be Saturday, I think. mean, I'm really not trying to be on tomorrow again as well. But if I'm called, I will. I'm just curious about why these messages seem to come out like so quickly, but it's probably just because we just entered Pisces season. But yeah. Let me actually check on this Water Dragon energy though. So there will be a message for that too. That might be the same day or it might be a separate day, but we'll see. Anyway, I don't know when I'll be on, but just stay connected. But I'll be on next to talk about Pisces season because it did already come up. Nice to see you back on here. Messages are hitting. Awesome. Yay. Glad they are. Yeah, looks like I'm back and the realms want to talk. I'm excited about this new development though. I'm really excited. All right, y'all. Please like and share the video. Comment if other things pique your interest or other questions you might have, because what I can do is if I don't get a message immediately in that moment, I'll address it the next time I jump on. So, you know, we'll see. But definitely exciting developments. Share with folks who are also into the spiritual metaphysical things, because it'd be cool to see what are the intel they are getting. Ask them to share in the comments, and yeah, let's get the conversation going, because that's exciting. A new human soul template. It's pretty dope. Yes. Awesome. We'll watch the replay and ask questions. Cool. Yeah, and see, I'm trying to figure out with this water dragon energy if it's actually like planet Earth or if it's star energy. Because there's like, again, a collective of folks that want to talk. I really feel like I'm gonna be here like on IG Live for a couple days. I feel like the lines of people. I'm like, what is going on? None of y'all have been talking to me. I mean, like, I've been in conversation, but like it's not been the messages. I'm like, what's happening? Anyway, love y'all. God bless, and God willing, I will see you next time. Bye.